Hello, nerds. Welcome to Four Nerds Gaming. You're on with Qeelin. Who in the world's been causing problems in my water here? Look at this. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Today, I've got a little project that I've been brainstorming on. First, I want to show you what I did with the last episode. Just going to throw a couple little... No, I'm not going to waste us. There you go. Waste a 2 level. I know that I won't get anything better than a 1. I know this seems to be a waste, but hey, 1 level. Who cares? Look at that knockback. Okay. Just I want to do that real quick before I run over here. I want to go over to the tree farm where I fixed the little problem that I had on the last episode. You may have seen my major screw up where I built a new wheat farm instead of the tree farm. I rebuilt it. The 2 items I needed here, which is the arboretum and this is a logger. Now the logger is expensive. That thing there took little, what do you call those things? Those tubes. I forget what they're called. The item you need to make it, you have to use diamonds. So it takes about 4 or 5 diamonds to build that guy right there. I can't believe how expensive he is. Well, here's what we're going to do today. First, I made me some more hummus I'm going to throw in here. I have an idea that I'm going to try out and see if I can make this work. Okay, here's the problem I'm having. A power source just cannot keep this thing running all the time. You know, I could turn the switches all on and have it just run full time, but before you know it, these battery boxes will all be drained of power, and all of this right here is not enough power to keep them going. I could just keep on building more and more and more solar panels until finally get to the point where I'm building way more power than I'd ever need in a single day. But that's a lot of resources and a lot of time, and I thought of another solution. So I'm going to be doing some stuff with Redstone 2, which is a mod that is part of this mod pack. There's a few items it adds. One of the main things that Redstone 2 does is it will create a lot of a single block item, bunch of single block items that will make do the job of a more complicated redstone circuit, like RS NOR latches, bud switches, timers, things like that you can build with normal redstone and repeaters and things like that. They have single blocks that you can craft that will do the same thing. So rather than building the old-fashioned way, hey, we're going to feed the beast, right? We're going to do some cool stuff. So let me head over to the shop. These things are fairly easy to make. I've been looking at the research. I actually have never built any of this stuff before, but I've done a little research, and I think I've got an idea. The concept is I'm going to have the machines only come on once a day to run. Oh, I forgot I don't have to close that, do I? Run for a predetermined amount of time and then shut off as the battery will start to charge back up again. Because, you know, it only takes, I don't have no idea exactly how long it takes for, if I turn all the machines on and everything is completely grown, like all the wheat is completely ready to go, all the trees are completely grown, how long it takes to harvest all of that and to replant all of that. But I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe we'll do some tweaking on it. I don't need to get in here. So, yeah, I do. I need to be in here. If you take stone, putting into a furnace, it doesn't have to be induction furnace, any furnace, you get stone wafers. Excuse me. So stone wafers are the key ingredient you need to craft a lot of the items you need in Redstone 2, all the little devices. And what we're going to be building today is a timer, which uses a bunch of these things. It uses regular stone wafers. It uses stone wire, which is a redstone wafer with a redstone piece of dust on it. It uses a stone pointer, which is stone wafer, redstone torch, and stone. And it uses stone anodes. Yeah. I'm sure you electronic guys will correct me. Anodes, that is simply just stone wafers and redstone. Now, you put all that together, you get a timer, which I'll show you what it'll do. It's a really cool little machine that you can set it to set off a redstone signal once every so many seconds, and you can set the time to whatever you want. So we're going to build a couple of these guys. So let me get some, let me go ahead and do all this stone here. I'm going to get a bunch of these guys. I may need more stone. In fact, let me put about half of that in there and start getting some more stone. So let me find my redstone. I still haven't labeled the chest like I said I would do 100 times. Maybe all in here. What do I do with my redstone? Oh, is that all I have for real? That may be enough. So we need stone wire. So let's put some. We need at least how many of these? Let's see. 3 in there. Oops. So like 6 is all I need. 6 of those guys. And then we're gonna need more. We're gonna need some more redstone. I know I've got some more redstone somewhere. I really would have to go mine redstone just to do this project. It's possible it's just misplaced because I had a creeper blow up in here and all my stuff's been shuffled. Ah, there we go. Plenty, plenty, plenty. If I actually put it where it belonged, I wouldn't have all that trouble. All right, so we need some anodes, which are just redstone and wafers. We need a couple. I need 4 of those. I don't have enough, Emma. Look at there, 4. Okay. Oh, wait, it makes 3 per. So I just need a couple of those. Okay, then we need. Oh, wait, cathode too. Cathode and anode. Those are in real electronic terms. If you have a diode, which is a diode is a device that allows current to travel through it in one direction but not the other. It's like a valve, electronic valve. So you've heard of a LED light. LED stands for light emitting diode. So just a diode that light comes out of, right? So cathode. Anyway, back to what I was saying. On a diode, you have a cathode side and an anode. Cathode, anode. I forget how you pronounce those words, but the power going in is one of the two, and the power coming out is the other. I know that's basically what that's for, but there's probably way more to it than that. I'm sure if you know anything about electronics, you could probably school me in it and explain to me what that is exactly. I need 2 of those. So I need to build some redstone torches. Do I have any wood? There's a little wood here. It's probably not gonna be. What in the world? How in the world did I get 64? What just happened? I don't know what I just did, but I got a lot of sticks really fast. That was weird. Okay, well. Let's see. I probably need more than that. Let me put a few more in here. All right. So we needed some, need 4 of these guys, right? Then we need the pointer, which has just regular stone in it. So that's why I did this. Got some more stone here. And let me take a few more of those. I'll cook those up real quick. So the stone pointer is the same thing except for it has another stone on top, right? Yeah. So we need 2 of those. And that should be all the components we need to build the timer. And we'll have one other device we're going to be using too for this whole thing. Put the pointers in the middle, cathodes, anodes, anode, cathode. That's what it is. Anode, cathode. And then just regular wafers here, right? What was in the middle? Oh, we need stone wire there. Well, there's one timer. And need a couple more pieces of wafer. Okay, 2 timers. We'll use 2 timers, and we're going to use a RS latch, which is right here, RS latch. So basically an RS latch is it's a switch, an electronic switch. So when power comes, I'll explain it to you a little better when I put it on the ground, but when power comes into one side, it will switch it over and cause power to go out the other side. So it can be used to, it's like, let's say you want to be able to have a redstone current turn something off and on without having to flip a switch. Like it just does the same thing as a lever, except the lever you have to manually turn. This one can be turned with a redstone current to make it in the simplest form. You can use these things for a lot more complicated things than that, but to make it as simple as possible, for this instance, we're going to use it to, in order to turn something off and on with using a redstone signal instead of having to flip it on and off by yourself. Does that make sense? So we need the same basic things, except for we don't need, that's odd, anodes in the corners, cathodes, so 2 cathodes. We're going to need one of these guys. We only need, so that's enough of those. And that, okay, we have all those we need. So we need some more stone wire and stone wafer. 4 stone wire and a stone wafer. So we need some more, where do those guys? Here they are. 4 of those, and I already have the wafers. So let's build it. Stone cathodes, anodes in the corners, wires here, RS latch. I'll be building some more of this stuff in our regular vanilla server. By the way, just so you know, our vanilla server is up and running. And if you're interested in joining our server, it's going to be a public server. And you just need to send us an email to 4nerdsgaming@gmail.com. Give us your name, and we'll have a little agreement for you to kind of agree to about how how to behave on the server, and you're in. It's really going to be a great server to play on because it's going to be all of us playing here and there. We're going to have a lot of people, a lot of fans, all 4Nerds fans playing on it. So if you want in, you can get in. Just as long as you can be good and don't grief anybody, then you're in. You're having fun. It won't be creative mode. It will be survival on regular difficulty level in the latest version. So right now it's 1.7.2. It'll probably upgrade as the full releases come out over time. So I want to sleep real fast before I go try to wire this. Tell you what, I'll meet y'all over there in just a second. Okay, back over here again. I did a little bit of prep work here. This is really crude. I'm going to say I'm not the best at redstone as far as arranging, running redstone cables and making things look as neat as possible. But I'll show you what I did here. Took off the switches that I had here. They will turn these on. These guys here, these redstone engines, they need power source coming up to them, which I did have this coming in the back, but I need to be able to get a redstone signal into these guys easily. So the best thing I figured is to run the power down to the bottom, so I can have a spot in the back to hit them with some repeaters here. I've got wherever they went, a couple of redstone repeaters here. I have to build a couple more, it looks like. Yeah, but okay. So what I did is I just made a little simple staircase down, and then over here I've got a simple little staircase around. And what these are going to do, I'll wire these up real quick. Basically like I was trying to say a second ago. I'm sorry, I got distracted. But these guys need power from the EU power source over there. But then they need redstone in order to turn on. Just the redstone signal just says, "Hey, come on." So it can be a torch, it can be a lever or whatever, anything to tell it to turn on, activate. So we're gonna create a timer here. Let me get rid of this guy. This is gonna be really ugly and crude. Forgive me for that, but let's see what I can get it working here. Okay, so I've got 2 timers. The first timer is going to the entire system is going to run on a Minecraft full day. So a full day of Minecraft, 24 hours of Minecraft is actually 20 minutes in real time. So 20 minutes multiplied by 60 seconds in a minute comes up to 1,200 seconds in 20 minutes, right? If I did my math correctly. So we're going to put this one down here. What this timer does, it will just... Wow, that's because the server's really lagging. That looks awful. Why is it running that way? This little guy here runs around in a circle. Every time he comes around to this side here, he will send a redstone pulse out. So we're going to set him... It's set for 2 seconds. It goes around every 2 seconds and it'll send a pulse. And you can, add or subtract all the seconds you want. So we're going to sit here and click on this for all the way up to 1,200 seconds. I wish you could just type it in, but unfortunately you can't do that. So it'll run every... Oh, you know what? I need to... What time is it? Where's the sun? Because that matters. Straight up ahead. Oh, perfect. Okay. So this will be the time that it will be around 2. If we set this about right, about noon of the day, it will be the time for it to come on. My mouse is really loud, sorry. So get this up to 1,200 seconds. I think somebody's probably watching streaming videos in the other part of the house here. You can see the lag is awful. 1,200 minus, okay, exactly 1,200 seconds. So this thing is going to turn around ever so slowly, and every time it gets, see how slow it's turning? You go all the way around in 1,200 seconds, and it'll send a pulse off. And that pulse is going to hit our RS NOR latch, our RS latch. Let's put him here for right now. Now, I will put a redstone thing in between. So, every, full day, it'll send one pulse off, which will turn this guy the other direction. So now it's got a pulse coming in, going out this side. It's sending a redstone signal out now. It will cycle it the other way around. So on the other side, we're going to put another timer, which will be, this timer is going to time how long these things are going to stay on.